Welcome, virtual audience. However you stumbled upon the happy half hour, my name is Kid at Heart, Steve Starobinski, and this is a show meant to give access to leaders in the toy, gift, and trend industry. In a time when we cannot travel, we have distilled the three main reasons why we go to trade shows. We want to meet cool people, we want to discover new brands, and we want to extract insights that can help navigate strategy in our industry. And today we have a really special guest. She's from a part of the industry that a lot of people have seen, but maybe don't necessarily know how it all works. She's coming to us all the way from Florence, Italy, the VP of Sales of Diaframma, Jihan Hindo. Say hello.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, we're officially jealous that you're in Florence while we are at home.
You know what? I'm actually very grateful that I am here as well. I miss the States, but for right now, I'm happy to be where I'm at. So
that's awesome. Well, you don't sound Italian. Can you tell where are you originally from and how did you make it to Florence?
Yeah. So I'm originally from Detroit.
Detroit, shout out.
That's exactly the D.
Eastern Market.
How do you know that?
I've been to Detroit. Yeah, we filmed the Kid at Heart episode there. I love Detroit. The people are so unique, so creative. They're warriors. They will not take any, they're defending their city. It's awesome.
Yes, that is. It's I haven't been back this year, but no, it's a great city. It's gone through a lot. I ended up leaving because I hate the winters, and I went to California because I needed the sun and some new opportunity. But Detroit is definitely a city that struggles and re-struggles and comes out on top, and kind of is in a tumultuous cycle. But
it'll be back on the upswing.
Yeah.
Diaframma, a fun word to say, and a second generation company headquartered in Italy, but working with toy companies all over the world. Can you tell us about your company, your position, and how you got started with them?
Yeah, absolutely. So our company is over 44 years old. It was started by Duccio's father, Daniele Abulafio, and honestly, it's been a niche company that's always focused on toys since almost the beginning of of the start for them. And it's kind of crazy because Duccio came in about almost 10 years ago and really transformed the company. So he really brought it kind of into the future. He modernized it. He took it from a small international agency where they worked with all the European companies and grew it into this international agency. I feel very fortunate and lucky that when I moved to Florence, Italy, I was able to find them and continue the career that I was doing in Los Angeles here. I wasn't in the toy industry, but I was producing commercials and I had my own agency as well. So to stumble upon something here that is such a big phenomenon and has such a name for itself in a small town like Florence was really something super interesting and exciting for me. So having myself be part of the team since 2015, I think has really also helped open the door for us internationally in America. I think it helps bridge the gap between, Americans and North American clients to really have someone on the ground here in Italy and kind of be that liaison between the two cultures. But we, have grown our North American clients almost doubled in the past 3 years. So.
Well, that's perfect because my next question for you, the professional commercial and campaign maker, can you give us some of your clients and brands you've been working on in the last 3 years? And also, Jihan, do you have a favorite?
Well, do I have a favorite?
Mm-hmm.
So that answer would be correctly answered by telling me how many versions of this you're going to film so I can change it.
Just one. We don't have to put you on the spot. What toy companies would our audience know about that Diaframma is working with?
So this year we're actually super fortunate. We became the agency of record for VTech. So we handle all of their commercials this year. They're an amazing company to work with. We do all of the girl stuff for MGA. So all of LOL, Na Na Na, Rainbow High Dolls. It's been really keeping us busy this summer.
Amazing.
My nephew's personal favorite was very excited that we worked with Wicked Cool and Jazzwares.
Yeah.
We did
Shout
all
out Jeremy and Rinsler. Those guys
yeah,
are the best.
they really are. So we worked with Pokemon and the Micro Machines launch, which is super exciting for our age demographic, and I'm sure for the new kids of this generation.
Yeah.
Who else? Spin Master, Zuru, Sepia,
Yeah. Shout out
Nintendo.
Zuru. I had Anna on the show a couple of episodes back. Incredible, incredible company.
You know, we just did Fifi the Flossing Sloth, and I'm not kidding you. Our entire office was slothing was flossing for about a week. So
That's
I
better
cannot.
sloughing over it. I like it.
Yes. So yeah, so there's a handful of our clients, but luckily this year we've been really lucky and have been working a lot. So
That's awesome. Well, look, I don't have a magic 8 ball or a time machine, but I always like to ask our guests about a sneak peek into the future. What is Diaframma working on for, Christmas this year? I think you've mentioned, but like, what's in the future for Diaframma?
So I can't reveal everything, but I will tell you our biggest initiative that we've really been proud of this year is we're going green. So it's been something that we've wanted to do. And we just finished installing some solar panels. We've changed all the lighting to LED lighting and instilled a new recycling system throughout our entire office. So that is kind of something that we've been super proud of. For the next year, we're looking at upgrading some more equipment. I know last year we purchased the Bolt, which is a robotic arm that really changes the way we were able to shoot. So next year we're gonna try and add some more new equipment, but I won't tell you yet.
I dig it. Well, can I dig into like the idea of an American company filming a commercial in Italy, seems maybe not exactly counterintuitive, but it seems like it's adding an extra step. Why are these huge, amazingly creative toy companies coming to you guys and deciding to film overseas?
It's a great question. Um, Honestly, I think that there's a couple of reasons. One, we do have a competitive advantage, so we do cost a little bit less than shooting in the States. But two, I think in the recent years we've really increased the quality and the way that we create our sets and everything's handmade. The team that we've had is a team of over 40 years of experience in the toy industry.
Mm-hmm.
So I think once clients realized that they could trust us with their launches of new products and saw the passion, the creativity, the expertise that goes into it, I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, you guys just happen to be in Italy, but it doesn't change the global powerhouse that you've built. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then you can come here and wine and pasta and whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll take you up on that as soon as the airport opens. Jihan, trends and marketing are intertwined. What are you looking for trends? What websites and communities have you found most helpful? And what are you finding? Where are you finding inspo in 2020?
Yeah, inspiration in 2020. It's all over the place, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think for us, it's always been a hot topic because we're an international company and because we're based in Florence. I think it's been one of our biggest challenges and our strengths. We continue to hire younger blood to mix in with the older expertise of the people that work with us, but also I think you know websites like TikTok, which I know we'll get to a bit later, which I'm a little
Love
bit on.
TikTok. I'm so curious about your opinion.
Yeah. We'll see about that. TikTok, Adweek, YouTube, the typical places you would go for inspiration. But I think one thing that does set us apart is we actually do internal focus groups.
Yes.
And so we bring all of our talent that we use on a yearly basis and kind of pick their brains. So I think that that's kind of the best way to go direct to the source and really see what these kids want, what they're thinking, what they're doing amongst each other.
I think that was one of the key things that stuck in my head. And I can't remember if it was you who told me this when we met in Hong Kong, or maybe or maybe Duccio over LinkedIn. I can't, but I remember when you guys said that you're using your models for focus group and kind of getting both into one project. I thought it gave you a humongous advantage over anybody else just putting stuff out there. Like you're really connecting with the end consumer and probably their parents.
Yeah, no, it's a really nice advantage that we have. I would also like to say, honestly, our clients inspire us as well. I mean, I think a perfect example is LOL has really pushed the envelope with the creativity, or the amount of colors, or contrast that goes into their products. So I think when clients push themselves, it opens the door for us to be able to push ourselves and other clients as well.
Love that. I love that. Well, let's segue to this kind of battle between traditional TV advertising and social media campaigns. What should companies be mindful of when thinking where to invest and how to make content or channel appropriate content?
That's the $1 million question, right?
Yeah,
Um,
literally.
yeah, literally. I would say, honestly, whenever we're in fairs and we're talking and we're selling our services, we definitely have shifted a bit in the last year, since unboxing videos have become very popular, and YouTube and influencers and now all these other channels. I wouldn't say TV is dead, because it's not.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, it's not going anywhere in the next, hopefully, 5 to 10 years. But our approach right now, and our best effort that we can give to clients, is to provide them with a 360 complete campaign. So what we'd like to do is push our clients into the direction that, let's start with a TV campaign. And from that TV campaign, let's use additional footage, create different VOs, to use bumpers, to use digital YouTube campaigns, to, try and even use a piece, a photo, a GIF, something that will actually take their dollar even further.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, chopping up one piece of content 20 different ways is my favorite. So let's talk about the most controversial of social platforms, and being TikTok. It's being debated in numerous circles. I've seen it, in sales meetings as inspiration or validation for new product coming to market. We've of course seen our politicians debate its security. We've seen people go from obscurity in the middle of the country to TikTok famous overnight. What are your thoughts, and as how they relate to marketing in the toy and trend industry?
Okay. I thought about this a lot, because I was very against TikTok. I'm more of the traditional, I want our kids to be outside playing with toys, stimulating. So when TikTok really took off, I think it was, a little bit of a, okay, where are we going with this? But my honest opinion, it changed while we were in lockdown. And I say this because the Uffizi Gallery, are you familiar with that?
No,
Here
tell me more.
it's one of the most popular museums in Italy and in the world, but it's known for its Italian Renaissance art. So you think Uffizi and TikTok, what do they have in common?
Right.
Zero. Well, actually, during lockdown, in order to keep their exhibits alive, they created an account, and it actually caught the attention of millions. And it was so, avant-garde of them.
I can't say that word either.
I tried.
Yeah, good.
But it was really cool to see something so traditional use a platform so modern. And so they broke a lot of barriers, and they really reached out to different demographics. So from that point on, my opinion of TikTok really changed. And throughout the summer, we've seen a lot of influence on the commercials, on our clients, on products. And so I do think that it is a creative way that kids can use it. We as marketers and creators also can grab inspiration from it. And as long as it's used in the correct way and not abused, I think it's a great tool.
Yeah, there's just I love that example. I can't wait to go check this out. And to piggyback to it, I feel like TikTok allows you to show a passion, no matter how niche you thought it was, kind of digestible way. The video editor, in my opinion, is so intuitive. It just allows you to, with no experience, create a 60-second piece of content that looks good, that's easy to watch. And then if you authentically share your passion, it tends to resonate. And then multiply that by the algorithm that allows this content to actually become discoverable by people outside of your network, and you get, millions of views.
Yeah, it's they've created a phenomenon.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I can't wait to check out this museum. Well, I am curious about your opinion of, like, if you were giving us the Diaframma sales pitch, especially to a company that has never filmed professional content or has ever done a TV campaign. Can you give us the official pitch and what you want people that have watched this interview to take away from?
Sure. Honestly, my motto is go big or go home. I think no matter what size budget you have, no matter what your marketing plan is, if you have a product that you obviously have enough passion for, that you've created it, you want to take it to market, go big or go home. And I think for us, where we come into play is we all always like to treat our clients like they're partners. It's not a client vendor relationship. We're part of their team, they're part of our team. So regardless of your budget size, I would say for new toy manufacturers or anyone who really wants to take a stab at being on TV, we're always willing to work within their budget, and there's always something you can do. There's the budgets run the gamut. So no matter how big or small your budget is, I think that you should just take the chance, because you've put all this effort into this product. You might as well really try and go for a home run.
Absolutely. Well, it's almost the end of the show, but since we have an international guest, when we do reopen and when we do get to go to Florence, what are some of the absolute attractions that we must attend?
When we fully open as well.
Yeah.
What would I say? Now you have to go to the Uffizi Gallery for sure.
Yes. I'm going to do that digitally and physically.
Yes. Good job. I think Florence has so much to offer. It really depends on what you're interested in. If obviously you love art history, walking the streets without any agenda is absolutely enough. But obviously going to see the David or, many of the museums that we have. But if you're into culinary, we have one of the best culinary cuisines in the world here. So even just going out for a drink, for dinner.
Do you have a favorite restaurant? Like pinpoint one restaurant that it should be the first place that somebody goes to after they get off the airplane?
I will tell you the restaurant I always take my guests to.
Yes.
It's a restaurant. It's called Osteria dell'Enoteca. And I'm a little bit biased because it's one of my friends. However, they do a perfect mix of Italian, of authentic Tuscan cuisine with a little bit of a twist to it. Modernizing it a bit, but it's once you eat there, you'll want to go back every time.
Unbelievable. Austria. How do you say it again?
Osteria dell'Enoteca.
Osteria dell'Enoteca.
Yep.
I got it. Well, Jihan Hindo, I have some very good news for you. You have made it. You have done it. It is the final segment of the show that we like to call the creation of positive energy, where you get to shout out anyone, anywhere in the world for doing a great job. Jihan Hindo, cheers to you, and the floor is yours.
Cheers to you as well. I need to drink because that's bad luck.
Please.
Okay. Anywhere, anyone in the world, it's pretty broad. I honestly would give a very well-deserved cheers and applause to our industry. I think this year started off super strong, and everybody was, ready for new innovations and change and really to take over 2020. And then it came to a screeching halt in February or March. So I think for us, everybody was worried about the situation in the future, but I feel like the toy industry never stopped. I think we really adapted quickly, doing things like you're doing right now. just changing so quick and never dropping a beat. Whereas, other industries weren't as fortunate or couldn't adapt quick enough. I think that the hat goes off to really our industry for keeping positive and moving forward and not letting anything stop us.
Amazing. I totally agree. Jihan, can you take us out in Italian? Can you say I'm Kid at Heart, Jihan Hindo, and this has been the Happy Half Hour. Thank you very much. And then go like this and say bye.
Repeat that. I'm Kid at Heart.
Kid at Heart, Jihan Hindo. This is the Happy Half Hour. Bye.
In Italian or English?
Italian.
All right. Io sono Kid at Heart, sono Jihan Hindo. Questo è la Happy Half Hour. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Bye.